everyone. We're trying. This is our second attempt.
Or third, depending on how you count it,
Yes.
to bring you
Yes.
a little bit of quarantine theater. So yesterday we got rained out. We tried it twice. In between the rain didn't work. We had problem with the rain, and we had people
Problems with the camera.
People were calling me in the middle of it. It was a train wreck. So we're going to be much better today. The sun is shining, and all is well with the world. So we're going to be doing a little bit of As You Like It.
Yes.
The scene between Orlando and Rosalind. Perfect cast. Well, for her.
Well,
Anyway.
a little old.
But slightly longer than she played. But this is the meeting between Rosalind and Orlando in the Forest of Arden in the third act. What you need to know at this point is that Orlando loves Rosalind, but she has been thrown out of the court cruelly, and she's been wandering in the Forest of Arden dressed as a...
What? I'm sorry.
Dressed as... she was preparing...
Dressed as a man.
As a man, in this disguise of a man called Ganymede. And so, does this sound like a Shakespeare play? I don't recognize her at all. And she basically tells me she's going to cure me of my love sickness. So,
Which is pour moi.
Yes. So, with that, do we need to say anything more?
No.
I think so. All right, now I have to get my costume on. Now I can do this.
Okay.
Yes. Ready? And lights up.
Do you hear, Forrester?
Very well. What would you?
I pray you. What is it o'clock?
You should ask me the time of day. There's no clock in the forest.
Then there is no true lover in the forest. Else sighing every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as a clock.
Where dwell you, pretty youth?
With this shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest, like fringe upon a petticoat.
Your accent is something finer than you could purchase in so removed a dwelling.
I have been told so of many. But indeed, an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, who was in his youth an inland man.
Oh.
One that knew courtship too well, for there he fell in love. I have heard him read many lectures against it, and I thank God I am not a woman, to be touched with so many giddy offences as he hath generally taxed their whole sex withal.
Well, can you remember any of the principal evils that he have laid to the charge of women?
There were none principal. They were all like one another, as halfpence are. Every one fault seeming monstrous, till his fellow fault came to match it.
Well, I prithee, recount some of them?
No. Will not cast away my physic on those, but on those that are sick.
Well,
There is a man haunts the forest that abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind on their barks, hangs odes upon hawthorns and elegies on brambles, all forsooth deifying the name of Rosalind. If I could meet that fancy monger, I would give him some good counsel, for as he seems to have the quotidian of love upon him.
I am he that is so love-shaped. I pray me, tell me your remedy.
There is none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me how to know a man in love, in which cage of rushes I am sure you are not prisoner.
Well, what were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. A beard neglected, which you have not. But I pardon you for that, for simply your having in beard is a younger brother's revenue. Then your hose should be ungartered, Your bonnet unbanded, your sleeve unbuttoned, your shoe untied, and everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you are no such man. You are rather point device in your accoutrements, as loving yourself more than seeming the love of any other.
Fair youth, I would I could make you believe that I love.
Me? Believe it? You may as soon make her that you love believe it. Which I warrant she is apter to do than to confess she does. That is one of the points in which women still give the lie to their consciences. But, in good sooth, are you he that hangs the dress on the trees wherein Rosalind is so admired?
Oh, I swear to thee, youth, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am that man, that unfortunate.
But are you so much in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is merely a madness, and I tell you, deserves as well a dark house and a whip as madmen do. And the reason why they are not so punished and cured is that the lunacy is so ordinary that the whippers are in love too. Yet, I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any so?
Yes, one, and in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and I set him every day to woo me, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing, liking, proud, effeminate, changeable, longing, and liking, proud, fantastical, apish, shallow, inconstant, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything, as boys and women are for the most part cattle of this color. Would now like him, now loathe him, then entertain him, then forswear him, now weep for him, then spit at him. That I drave my suitor from his mad humor of love to a living humor of madness, which was to forswear the full stream of the world and to live in a nook merely monastic. And thus I cured him. And this way will I take it upon me to wash your liver as clean as a sound sheep's heart, that there shall not be one spot of love in it.
I would not be cured, youth.
I would cure you if you would but call me Rosalind and come every day to my coat and woo me.
Now, by the faith of my love, I will. Tell me where it is.
Go with me to it, and I'll show it you. And, by the way, you shall tell me where in the forest you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, good youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind.
Well, that's enough Shakespeare for the afternoon, I think. Thank you for joining us. Shakespeare. So, that was a little bit of As You Like It. I love the character of Rosalind, and I love being able to hear Linda do with the character of Rosalind. So it was a very pleasant 7 minutes for me. We will be coming back every week, soldiering on through these strange times. We hope you're staying well. We hope you're safe. We hope that you're making the best choices to keep yourself that way. But other than that, I think...
Because this could go on a long time. But
So,
the sky is so blue now.
like the sky is blue, and
Clouds are beautiful now.
and hopefully we'll keep that even after this play. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves.
Till next